After enjoying some Thanksgiving turkey leftovers last week, I decided to drop a turkey bone in the tank and see what happens. And Fern attacked that bone with enthusiasm, and as you can see here, is having a great time. In fact, she worked on this bone for several hours. I've only videoed it here for just a matter of minutes. I was amazed at the energy that she displayed going after this, the excitement over this bone. I did this a couple of years ago, and Katie, another female three-striped mud turtle that has since been released back into the wild, went after a turkey bone like this. In fact, I have a video of her eating that turkey or attacking that turkey bone. But the other turtles didn't show much interest, including Fern, so I didn't repeat it until just the other day. And as you can see, Fern is now loving this turkey bone. But there was a surprise, and a pleasant one at that. Fern, after working on this turkey bone for quite some time, all of a sudden her mouth is opening much, much wider than it used to. Her mouth would only open about halfway when she would be fed, whether it was pellets or shrimp or fish or anything else. She couldn't get her mouth open much more than maybe halfway. So she's been working on this turkey bone already for a while, and if you watch closely, you'll see how wide her mouth opens. Something has happened as a result of her trying to devour the parts and meat from this bone, on this bone. And it's wonderful because ever since she was injured about 3 years ago, she was rescued in 2010 after being hit by a car, and she had severe damage to her head, fractured skull, both upper and lower jaw fractured, right eye socket was damaged, lacerations on various parts of her head. She was a mess. Had to feed her. Well, if you go watch the video, Saving Fern is the name of the video. You can get the whole story on that. But she was pretty messed up, and she still has neurological issues with aiming of her head, especially when she looks up, trying to, for example, grab a floating pellet. She'll have trouble getting it, but there's muddy. She's, for some reason, not interested in the turkey at all, and she's going after some fish down there, or actually shrimp. And there's one other turtle in the tank, and that's Romeo, the male. He had no interest at all either. She's trying to carry it there, but it's a little bit cumbersome. Anyway, her mouth is now opening quite wide, and I'm really, really excited about that. So I'm going to continue giving her bones, turkey or chicken, whatever is available. She loves it, obviously, and her mouth is working much better now as a result of it. Somehow this effort has caused her mouth to break loose and open. There was no way that she could be repaired. These turtles are too small to be surgically fixed, unlike sea turtles. And this is really good news for me. Muddy and Fern, two females, get along pretty well. It's not easy to get a good mix of turtles when you have more than one turtle in the tank, to get them where they're nice to each other. And the male likes having two females, obviously, and they all get along very well. There's almost never any, there's some stealing of food, but there's no hostilities. Previous turtles that we had to release, Katie and Esther, were great turtles, but there were some hostilities with those two turtles. So they're back in the wild now, and this mix seems to be perfect. She is just loving it. So if your tank can handle the nitrate load, this is a real treat for a turtle. They'll get some calcium from that, presumably. Go up and get some air there. But it gives their jaws a good workout. Much better than just eating pellets or pieces of fish. Much more natural, realistic. And it makes them feel more like they're in the wild. She's just going nuts over there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll do more, I hope, in the future.